So following the success of the sale of the iPhone XR, Apple came with the iPhone 11, which was a huge sale of 2019 to early 2020. It's still selling fast. With the success of the iPhone 11, Apple somehow found their spot in the mid-range market, also in the budget market with the release of the 2020 iPhone SE. This year they decided to step things up a notch. Here we'll be having two variants of the iPhone 12, like the iPhone 11. Okay, imagine the iPhone 11 had iPhone 11 and iPhone 11 Max. That's the bigger version of the iPhone 11, having the same thing but a bigger screen version. So this year we'll be having an iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Max. Intro will play. Welcome back guys, Tech Mayo here, and in this video I'll be sharing with you all of the leaks and all of the updates on Apple devices coming out this year. That's September. These phones will be announced September or October. If you have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button down below and also the notification bell so you will get notified when I post things like this one. Apart from the iPhone 12, which is the biggest news from Apple this year, Apple also releases some cool gadgets along with the device, which are the over-ear headsets known as the AirPods Studio, the Apple Glass, and also the iOS 14. All of which are leaks, but no official confirmation from Apple yet. Just like the first gen of the Apple Watch, the Apple Glass will solely depend on the iPhone to do all the processing, while it's just like an assistant for your device. It's said to come with a very minimal design, nothing too heavy, nothing too fancy, and this is set to target the masses. It will not look like you have a piece of huge tech on your face. It will just look like every other regular glass. So don't worry guys, you will not look like a nerd wearing one of those if Apple finally releases them. So hopefully it will be coming in grey and I think white, and hopefully we get better color option on future releases. This is set to feature a UI called the Starboard UI, and it will connect via proximity sensor like what you have in the AirPod Pro and the AirPods. We know we always expect expensive and yet premium device from Apple, but surprisingly this is going to cost only $499, and if you are on a prescription this will cost a little bit more. And there is no information on how long this would last first in terms of battery, but this will be made available I think the first quarter of 2021 or the second quarter of 2021. Now remember iPhone 5, the phone that had not so round the edge, it had just this straight to the point edges. So the iPhone 12 will have that same design. This device will feature the same camera module like you have on the iPhone 11 for the iPhone 12, and what you have on the iPhone 11 Pro will be what you have on the iPhone 12 Pro and the 12 Pro Max. So what this means is the iPhone 12 will feature the same design of the iPhone 5 but with smaller notch and similar camera module like you have on the iPhone 11, 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max for all the variants. Now the difference between the previous and this year's version is that Apple will be releasing 4 variants of the iPhone 12. First is the 5.4 inch iPhone 12, then the second is the 6.0 inch iPhone 12 Max, then third is the 6.0 iPhone 12 Pro, and lastly we have iPhone 12 Pro Max at 6.6 inch display. First, let's start with the iPhone 12, which is succeeding the iPhone 11, having the same screen size. This device is going to feature a Super Retina OLED display, a 4GB RAM, and a storage option of 128 and 256GB. And for me, I think this is good news because in recent times, the more we take pictures, we need more space. The better cameras we have, we need more space to store those pictures. Games are getting way more clearer and we have more graphics in our games, and this will result to needing more space. So scrapping off the 64GB, if Apple is going to really do this, will be a good idea. This device is set to feature the Apple's A14 chip, just like what we have on the 2020 iPhone SE. And if truly this is what we're going to have on the mid-range device, that's the entry-level device from Apple, the iPhone 12, this is going to be a very good option for those looking to save money yet get a phone with good performance. We also have 5G modem inside this device. All of this inside the aluminum body. We'll be getting the same back view of the iPhone 11 Pro with the double camera. All of this starting at $449. This is kind of cheaper compared to what we expect, so I think this will be a very good option for those looking to save yet have a very good phone. Next is the iPhone 12 Max. This device is going to feature a 6.0 OLED Super Retina screen, a little bit bigger than the iPhone 12. It will also feature a dual camera, all of this going for $749, and you get 4GB of RAM for 128GB of storage and 256GB of storage. Also, the materials used in making the iPhone 12 and the 12 Pro variant are not the same. You'll not be getting the same thing because obviously The iPhone 12 is an entry-level device, so you'll be getting a lesser 5G modem on the iPhone 12, while on the iPhone 12 Pro variant, you'll be getting a better 5G modem compared to what you'll be getting on the iPhone 12. Next is the 6.0-inch iPhone 12 Pro, which will be featuring a 6.0-inch screen, that's OLED Super Retina screen, which will be supplied from Samsung. Samsung is known to have a very good track record when it comes to making screens. We all know Samsung to have one of the best screens out there. This will also feature ProMotion and 10-bit color depth. This means you have better display compared to what you have on the 8-bit. Now, the 10-bit means you have a billion colors inside your screen compared to the regular 16 million colors we have on other iPhones. So we have better and richer colors on the 1 billion color depth iPhone. This model will launch with 6GB of RAM at $999 starting price. Good thing about this is the only increase is by $100. Like, you have the 6GB at 128, then the 256 is just $100 more expensive. Then the 512GB as well, $100 more expensive than the 256. This is going to feature a stainless frame compared to the aluminum frame you have on the iPhone 12. So Apple would extract some of the things you don't really need in a device and give you more processing speed, which is really good. But for those who have extra to spend, that's those who want the premium device, you go for the iPhone 12 Pro, which has a stainless frame all around it. And the difference between stainless and aluminum is stainless doesn't scuff as much as aluminum does. Aluminum can bend easily, and stainless will stand the test of time. I'm not saying it doesn't have scratches, it has scratches for sure, but it's less visible compared to what you have on an aluminum device. Up next is the massive 6.7-inch iPhone 12 Pro Max, which is going to feature a Super Retina OLED display, also supplied by Samsung. This device has all of those features you have on the iPhone 12 Pro, but in a bigger screen, which would be very convenient for those who like to play games or those with bigger hands like mine. These days, most things we do with our phone, so big display. Leaks from John Prosser shows that there will be an overhead headset from Apple, which will be called the AirPods Studio. And honestly, with the pictures and the renders I've seen so far, it kind of looks like the Beats by Dre, but this is expected to have a better noise cancellation than what you have on the AirPods Pro. And lastly, there will be a Pro mode on the AirPods Studio, allowing you to change the EQ, play around with the sound to suit your taste. I'm actually excited to see what Apple releases, because I think there will be a long range of products from Apple by October, but Apple has not confirmed anything yet. If these leaks are true, this is a very nice device. Apart from the spec, the look of the device is really nice. And guys, are you excited just as I am for what is about to come from Apple? Drop me a comment in the comment section below. If you are into this kind of thing, you're a tech person, or you just like gadgets in general, hit the subscribe button down below and drop a comment if you can. Also smash that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.